All right, let's go on to page 190. We're going to be using a number line to solve problems 5 through 8. The first thing you need to do is to check out this number line to see what they're doing with it. You have a number line that starts with 0. Whoops. Starts with 0 at the beginning. Then you have the whole number. Then you have 1, 2, and 3. That's the easy part. Now, between 0, 1, 2, and 3, the number line is divided into different parts or pieces. You need to figure out how many sections it's divided equally into between each whole number. So from 0 to 1, how many equal spaces are there? From 1 to 2, how many equal spaces are there? And from 2 to 3, how many equal spaces are there? So let's take a look at that. See, from 0 to 1, there's 1 space here, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces. And they have it labeled as 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. And notice when you get to 0, from 0 to 4/4, you have the whole first section of the number line. When you're at 4/4, you're also at 1 whole. Okay. Then the next section takes you to 5/4. What is this next fraction going to be right here after 5/4? You're right, it's going to be 6/4. And the next one's going to be 7/4. Next one's going to be 8/4. I think you get the gist. And my handwriting is kind of terrible, so let me get rid of most of that. All right, let's take a look at question number 5. Question number 5 wants to know 1 equals how many fourths? 1 is how many fourths? Well, find number 1. How many fourths is it? Well, you know how many fourths it takes to have a whole thing. If you have a pizza that's divided into 4 equal pieces, how many pieces do you have to eat the whole thing? You have to eat 4 of them. So 1 is the same as 4/4. Here's your 1. And there's 4/4 on the number line. Let's look at number 6. 6 goes across. 2 equals how many fourths? They stopped labeling it. See if you can figure it out. Here's 2. How many fourths is it going to be? When you get to the 2. Well, here you have 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and if you're thinking 8/4, you are correct. So 2 is the same as 8/4. Terrible looking 8. Let me fix that. 8/4. Number 7. 3 is how many fourths? 3 equals blank fourths. How many fourths are in 3? So using the number line, go down to 3. How many fourths are going to be in 3? Well, you need to count the fourths. If you remember that 2 was 8/4, you just need to keep counting 9/4, 10/4, 11/4, 12/4. Exactly. So number 8. Oh, wait a minute. Number 7. Excuse me. Thanks. Come back here. Number 7. 3 is 12 fourths. Number 8. 0 is how many fourths? 0. Well, where is 0 on the number line? 0 is right here. How many fourths are there in 0? Well, from 0 to here is 1/4. Are there any fourths in 0? No. 0 fourths in 0. That was a tricky question. That was something they were trying to do to trip you up. Too smart for that, though. Let's take a look at the number line they gave you to answer problems 9 to 11. Excuse me. But this one they didn't label as much. So you're going to have to probably do more labeling is my guess. All right. Number 9. Let's take a look at the number line first. Number line starts with the whole number of 0, then it goes to 1, 2, and 3. How many equal parts are there between each whole number? How many equal parts are there between 0 and 1? Between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3? Well, let's count those equal parts of those equal spaces. See, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Double check between 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from 2 to 3, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So we have the whole numbers 1, 2, and 3, or 0, 1, 2, and 3, with each section divided into 8 parts or eighths. So they're divided into eighths. So from 0 to this mark here is 1/8, right? Woo. That looks kind of silly. Let's try that again. Oh. All right. So let's take a look at number 9. The question is, 1 whole is equal to how many eighths? 1 whole is equal to how many eighths? Here's 1. How many eighths does it take to make a whole part, a whole piece? Do you know? If you answered 8 eighths, you are correct. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Because again, if you answered 8 eighths, you are correct. Okay, so 1 whole is equal to 8 eighths. Let's take a look at number 10. 16 eighths is equal to how many wholes? Just switched it around a bit. So if you have 16 eighths, how many wholes do you have? Well, you know that 1 whole is equal to 8 eighths. So if you have 16 eighths, how many wholes do you have? So that's 8 eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eighths gives you 1 whole. So how many holes do you get when you have 16 eighths? There's 8 here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That takes you to two holes. And number 11, 3 equals how many eighths? 3 equals, this is 8, 16, 16 and 8 more is 24. 3 equals 24 eighths. Okay, now let's use the model to write a fraction equivalent. So here's the model. Instead of a number line, instead of bars, they give you some boxes divided into equal sections. So 3 equals what? What is this model showing you? Well, it's showing you 3 whole boxes, right? Here's 1, 2, 3. Well, each box has how many equal parts? Each box has 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So each box is divided into fourths. How many fourths are there in those 3 whole boxes? You can count them up or skip count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 8, and 4 more is 12. So 3 equals 12 fourths. Number 13, draw a model to show 2 equals 8 fourths. So 2 is your whole number. You need 2 whole shapes. You could do circles. You could do rectangles. You can do squares. You just need something that you can put into 4 equal parts. Or you could do a number line. I think I'll do the number line. So 0. I want you to show 2. 1, 2. And I also want you to show 4 8 fourths. I want you to show fourths. So each whole needs to be divided into 4 equal parts. One, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So this would be 1/4, maybe 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 is 1. Right? 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. So that's one way you can do that. You can use a number line, or you can use shapes. So let's try 2, maybe 2 rectangles. 1. Nope, don't like that. Let me try again. Let's do 2 rectangles that are a little straighter. Okay, so now you see you have 2 rectangles, each broken into 4 equal parts. So you have 1/4, 2/4, and hopefully you can write your numbers in a lot neater than I can with this. 3/4 and 4/4. And then on the other one you have 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. All right, so you're done with page 190. Next lesson, we will do page 191. See you soon.